Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. Before we dive into today's story, we just wanted to take a quick second to say thank you all for watching. We truly appreciate your support. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. It's totally free, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest stories. Now, with all that said, let's jump straight into the story.
If you would be so kind to let us know what part of the world you are listening to our story from in the comment section below. We love reading all the comments. Now let's get straight into the story. The insistent buzz of my iPhone's notification ripped me from sleep. 6 a.m. Time for the daily ritual, the morbid fascination of reviewing the night's security footage. Ever since the escalating incidents, the unsettling feeling of being watched, the whispers in the dark, the subtle rearrangements of objects in my apartment, I'd installed 4 strategically placed cameras. My little fortress of surveillance. For about 4 weeks, the recordings had been the same. The rhythmic ticking of the clock, the swaying shadows of the trees outside, the occasional stray cat padding across my lawn. The mundane monotony was a twisted comfort, a confirmation that my paranoia wasn't completely unfounded, but still under control. I tapped the app, the familiar grid of 4 camera feeds appearing on my screen. 3 showed the usual empty streets and quiet garden. 1 aimed at my front door showed nothing unusual. But then, a 5th feed appeared, blurring into focus. My blood ran cold. A close-up on my bedroom window, the view from outside. Panic clawed at my throat. My breath hitched. I had 4 cameras. 4. This was impossible. The next few hours were a blur of frantic activity. I checked every connection, every cable. Nothing was loose, nothing was tampered with. The 5th camera feed was undeniably real, the image crystal clear, but there was no physical camera there. I was being watched, and now my own security system was being used against me. Then came the mail. A single envelope, no return address, just a simple, stark white square. Inside, a photograph printed on high-quality photo paper. It was me, asleep in my bed, captured from the angle of the 5th unauthorized camera. The image was unnervingly clear, the slight furrow in my brow, the way my hair fell across my face, captured in unnerving detail. There was no note, no message, just the photograph, a silent declaration of power, a chilling reminder of my vulnerability. My stomach churned. He wasn't just watching me, he was taunting me. Days turned into nights, each one punctuated by the fear of the unknown, the dread of the next image. The stalker's messages became more frequent, a daily dose of meticulously composed photographs, each one a step closer to something terrifying. Sometimes it was a shot from the garden, me watering my plants. Other times, it was a seemingly innocuous picture of my living room, but with a focus so sharp, it felt invasive, somehow knowing. The photographs weren't just surveillance, they were psychological warfare. He was meticulously documenting my life, my routines, my habits. He was crafting a complete picture of me, learning my vulnerabilities and using that knowledge to torment me. Then came the silence. No emails, no photos for 3 days. A deceptive peace that felt far more menacing than the constant barrage of images before. The silence stretched, a taut string quivering under the weight of anticipation. And then the crash. I was in the kitchen making tea, the early evening sunlight casting long shadows across the room. A sudden, shattering sound ripped through the quiet. It was a crash from upstairs, a heavy, unmistakable sound of something breaking. My heart hammered against my ribs. I grabbed a heavy ceramic bowl, my makeshift weapon, and crept upstairs, my senses screaming. I moved slowly, carefully, each step measured, each breath shallow, listening for any further sounds. Silence. Then a floorboard creaked. I froze, every muscle tense, the bowl clutched tightly in my hand. I tiptoed towards the sound, my breath catching in my throat. The bedroom door, slightly ajar. I pushed it open, my breath catching in my throat. He was there. Standing by my window, his back to me, his shoulders hunched, his hands on the sill. He was tall, broad-shouldered. I couldn't see his face, but the dark, bulky silhouette filled me with primal fear. My scream died in my throat. He turned, his face obscured by shadow. He wasn't after my possessions. He wasn't after anything material. He wanted me. And he was prepared to take me by force. I didn't hesitate. I lunged, swinging the ceramic bowl with all my might. It connected with a sickening thud against his head. He staggered, his body lurching, and then he fell. As he crumpled to the ground, I scrambled back, adrenaline coursing through my body, my heart racing like a drum. I ran out of the house into the night, not stopping until I reached the police station, breathless and terrified. Later, at the station, I found out his identity. A man I'd never met, connected to me only through the online community I was a member of. He had hacked my security system. He had been watching me for far longer than I realized. His obsession had consumed him. He'd planned to kill me, to make sure no one else could have me. He had failed. But the chilling images, the haunting memories, they refused to fade. And the fifth camera, ever present in my memory, is a constant reminder of the night my stalker turned my security into his weapon, and how close he had come to succeeding. I live with this fear now, in a place where there's no true escape, only a fragile hope that he won't come back. I still check my iPhone every morning. I am always on edge, thinking at any point, anytime, this could be my last day on this earth. When I am getting on with my daily tasks, I am always thinking, when I pass people on the street, are you the fucking creep watching me? Some strange things are still happening in my home, and I am thinking it might be time I leave. But in the back of my mind, I am always thinking, will this solve my problem? I know many people say you need to face your fears head on. But I did not know who my fear was, as I never seen his face. If you were me, what would you do?
Ready for spine-chilling tales that will haunt your thoughts? Subscribe to Forgotten Storyteller for eerie narrations, unsettling mysteries, and haunting stories you won't forget. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a story, because some stories refuse to stay buried. Join us, if you dare,